So a lot of people are saying that Ryan Garcia is in trouble. Ryan Garcia is getting sabotaged by Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is trying to get Ryan Garcia knocked out. These are some pretty big accusations coming from, the boxing community, the boxing fans, because obviously we know that Gervonta Davis stopped Ryan Garcia in that mega fight doing $1.2 million pay-per-view buys. I was underwhelmed with the outcome just because, I think we all wanted to see someone go to sleep. Even though Ryan Garcia, I really don't think he quit. I just think that it was a business decision. He was like, man, I'm hurt to the body. If I get up, I'm going to get hurt even worse. So, at the end of the day, I understand Ryan Garcia's decision, but a lot of people are saying that Oscar De La Hoya is trying to sabotage Ryan Garcia's record because of his next opponent. Now, a lot of you guys might not be familiar with Ryan's next opponent. It was announced that it's going to be Oscar Duarte. He's an orthodox fighter. And he can crack. Every person I talk to about this fight tells me the same thing, that Oscar Duarte can crack. And it's true. I've seen him. I watched him on a DAZN card where he got a stoppage win, and he can definitely hit. So a lot of people are saying because they're putting Ryan Garcia in with Oscar, Oscar De La Hoya is probably trying to sabotage or purposely ruin Ryan Garcia's record. I don't know how true that is, but there's one thing I'll agree with, that Oscar Duarte is not to be played with if you're Ryan Garcia, because, most people when they come off their first loss specifically and it's a stoppage loss, they need a get-back fight where they can, regain their confidence, where they can go in there, get an easy win, make it look magnificent, and, that'll boost Ryan Garcia's self-esteem. Not that he's not a confident fighter to begin with. We know that he's one of those guys that, dares to be great. He's not scared of the challenges. He wants the biggest fights to happen. But just in a get-back fight, this isn't like your average tune-up. So don't get that twisted. Don't say, just even if you guys have never heard of him, that doesn't make you a casual. Some people just haven't heard of certain fighters. They're more exposed to more, more televised network fights that, maybe Oscar Duarte wasn't a part of on those cards. But he's not somebody that you just go in there and you break him down, you know what I'm saying? He's not a easy shell to crack. So I'm curious for Ryan Garcia. This is a tough, get back fight coming back from Tank, and he's Oscar's 5'9", Ryan's 5'10". So he doesn't have a big advantage in terms of height. I think he has the reach advantage. So that's stuff that will play into Ryan's favor, but he has to be. Hopefully, those adjustments from Derek James come into play from Ryan Garcia, because this isn't going to be an easy fight. Believe me, I hope Derek James, everything that he's been trying to adjust in Ryan Garcia's technique and his fundamentals, I hope that's all, building real soon, because the fight's going to come up soon. I believe it's December 2nd, something like that. So, location's yet to be determined, but maybe by the time you guys see this, they'll have announced the location already. But Ryan Garcia, this isn't an easy fight for him, for sure. We'd like to think stylistically that he's just going to, counter this dude, make it look easy, but this guy can crack as well. So if Ryan leaves himself exposed for a split second, this guy can put him on the deck real quick. This is the type of fighter that Oscar Duarte is. And I think this is honestly a pretty, it's pretty even. It's a pretty evenly matched fight. I'd still favor Ryan just because of, coming back, making the adjustments with Derek James. I think coming off a loss, he's going to be more motivated than ever, and in his mind he's going to be I've been in there with Tank, I've been in there with the best, so this should be not as severe of a situation, even though you shouldn't overlook any opponent. I just think that Ryan's confidence is going to be really high coming off a fight with arguably the best lightweight in the sport right now, Gervonta Davis. But man, I honestly, I'm curious to see this one. I definitely think this is an evenly matched fight. I think, Oscar Duarte, he has that style where he's going to come forward. He's going to be there for Ryan Garcia right in front of him, but is Ryan going to be able to handle the pressure? Is he going to be able to counter well? Or is this guy going to swarm him and make it a really physical fight that Ryan Garcia is going to have trouble with? It could be a fight on the inside. It could be really rough and rugged if Duarte wants to make it that kind of fight. And then we'll see how Ryan reacts to that kind of fight, because usually he's the one roughing up other guys, but this guy, he's a pretty physical fighter, likes to fight on the inside. So we'll see how Ryan Garcia reacts, see how his fundamentals have changed, with the addition of Derek James to his camp. And, having a new trainer isn't easy. He's had 3 different trainers in the last, 4 or 5 years. So we're you know, curious to see how good Ryan Garcia has become in a short span of time. So, you know, we've seen the training footage of him on the pads with Derek James. He looks good. It seems like he's learning to keep his right hand up when he's throwing, you know, his jab, when he's throwing left hooks. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. Like we always say, like, everybody looks good until they get inside the ring. We need to see him against real opposition when those, you know, the bright lights come on and he has to perform on that big stage. We're going to see how Ryan Garcia is going to bounce back from that stoppage, lost the tank. And, you know, I think Ryan's still probably one of the best lightweights in the world. Obviously now moving up to 140, so you could call him a junior welterweight, but, you know, still at 140, there are a lot of difficult fights for him. And I think that this is not an easy fight for Ryan Garcia. Oscar Duarte is no slouch, but it's definitely not like a stylistic, you know, matchup that really hurts Ryan, in my opinion. I think Ryan could definitely win this fight, and I expect him to. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets put on the deck, you know, once or twice, because I've heard a lot of sparring stories about Oscar Duarte and that he can crack. So probably one of the hardest hitters that a lot of people have faced in the sport, you know, and we're talking about pros here. So, you know, people have a lot of good things to say about Oscar, so I'm curious to see how Ryan would react to that power, if it's real or if Ryan, you know, can handle it. The defense is locked down, and he doesn't allow any shots to get through from Oscar Duarte. But Ryan Garcia, Oscar Duarte, I believe December 2nd. You know, so is Oscar De La Hoya trying to sabotage Ryan Garcia? I don't know about that. But I think it's definitely not an easy matchup that, you know, Oscar made for him. So we'll see what happens. But let me know in the comments who you guys got. Ryan Garcia, Oscar Duarte, what do you guys think about this fight? Let me know in the comments. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. That's going to do it for another Naz Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.